Pause the video, do this question. Okay. Well, this should be rather simple for you, so I'm going to do my identifiers. We're going to have horse name. We're going to have that as being a string. And a description is going to be the name of horse. Number of previous wins. That will be an integer. And it's going to store the number of previous wins. Race penalty weight, which I'm going to make it an integer as well, just keep it simple, but you can have a real. And penalty weight. Nice and easy to begin with. I'd like you to attempt this new question I've added. So pause the video, give it a go, and then we'll go through it. Okay, so line 3 in the algorithm does not give detail about how the race penalty weight is actually calculated. This step in the algorithm must be expressed in more detail. The algorithm above has 5 stages. One technique for program design, so we'll talk about these 5 stages here, is to basically break down the code even further where required. Any stage to a level of detail from which the program code can be written names techniques. So it's basically saying, if you can break down the step 3 into sub-steps, what's another way of calling that? And I'm hoping you guys recognized it's talking about stepwise refinement, as always. Pretty easy, right? Okay, so this is the final question for this question. You need to write the pseudocode for this structured English. Again, it should be very easy. Pause the video, give it a go. Right, okay, so what you should have is something like this. Input horse name. And that's that done. Input number. I'm using these variables, by the way, of previous wins. That's done. Now calculate the penalty weight. But before I do that, I need to set it to be 0. So race, because we're using an integer, penalty weight. I'm going to assign it 0 to begin with. Now we need to do some calculation. If the number of previous wins is 1, or number of previous wins equals 2, then race penalty weight equals 4. So I'm using this information here. And if number of previous wins is greater than 2, then race penalty weight equals 8. And if, so what we've done is we've actually done this calculation now. We're storing the penalty weight in these variables, and all we need to do now is output the name of the horse and penalty rate. I'm going to do that over here. So I've run out of room, output, horse name, comma, race, penalty,